Alrighty, Module A, this is the rubric. This should be the first or second video you're watching to keep things going. Alrighty, so we're looking at two texts, Metropolis in 1984, and this is the rubric for the comparative study of text and context. That's way big to do in one slide. Let's do it in a few. Alrighty, so first of all, this module requires students to compare texts in order to explore them in relation to their contexts. So basically, to sum that up, we're looking at a movie and a book, and they're made in different times, and we're making sure we can see how the same ideas explored are different because they're made in different times. Okay, it's to develop your understanding of the effects of context and questions of value. Okay, so have values changed, in the 25 years since the texts were made? Each elective requires the study of groups of text. That's our Metropolis and 1984. And they're in different forms. One's a film, one is a novel. Then this is the big part. Okay, we look at the way in which social, cultural, historical context influence aspects of the text, and the way in which changes in context lead to changed values being reflected. Alright, so over time, has a value changed which is being represented in a different text? Alrighty, and to do this we have a look at the language of the texts, the purpose of the text, why were they made, the audience, who was expected to read or view the text, and we have a look at the content, the values and attitudes through the readings and through different commentators' analysis of those readings. So then you've got this at the end. It's basically, it's always been an essay, but they might ask you to write a speech or a letter or a journal article, but we'll focus on essays because they always have. Alrighty, excitingly, that's only the rubric for the overall unit. There is actually part 1 and part 2. We're doing section 2, which is Intertextual Perspectives. Okay, so basically we're looking at the content and perspectives in two texts to see how the context, the reason for the text being made, and the audience shape the meaning of the text. Does the text change even though it's trying to represent the same things or similar things because there's a difference in the time period? Okay, so we have to examine the ways in which social, cultural and historical contexts can influence the choice of language, form and features, and the eyes. We can look at the eyes in each text, but it's best if we look at the ideas in each text and how they're shown. Alrighty, and then we're looking at how, and this is the main point of this part of the rubric, okay, there's similar content. Okay, we're looking at maybe totalitarianism, governments or something like that, and how can that help or heighten our understanding of the values and context of each text. Okay, and that's basically that. Thank you.